top, looking like special ed. Clean fade on the side, bumping that red head. Clean tags when I ride, ducking the fades. East Coast, they get that bread. You put the, you end up dead. The West Coast, they leave that spread. And now you got all in your brain.
EA Sports coverage of the National Football League is on the air. Tonight we start Week 14 with a great Thursday night matchup between the Las Vegas Raiders and the Los Angeles Rams. And off we go from SoFi Stadium. And we will not get a run back here to start. It's a touchback, and it will come out to the 25. Call it officially a loss of 2 on the first play from scrimmage.
Come on.
Second down.
Bronco switch. Hey.
They'll keep it on the ground. Funk. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down. But a nice little gain. Well, this defense for the Raiders, they were excellent last week in the win over the Chargers.
And the big difference in the ball game, their ability to force turnovers. 3 of them, in fact. Being able to take the ball away.
19 tight.
That's something that's emphasized each and every week, and they carried it out.
And he fires one that's intercepted. Picked off by Nate Hobbs. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. So far this season, this defense has had their issues against the pass, so that's a great sign for them to get the early pick.
Yeah, confidence builder for them and an absolute shock for the quarterback because he went into it, he saw the numbers we saw, he watched them on tape. I think he came into this one thinking this is going to be a big day. It very well could be, but early in this one, advantage defense.
One of the best of the last decade or so, Bobby Wagner in to bring him down. So the opening play of the drive goes backwards. Now they'll come up on 2nd and 12. Throw complete out to Beckham. They'll wind up getting just a yard out of it. And that'll bring up a 3rd and 11 situation.
The goal of a wide receiver screen is get enough blockers in front to create a wall and let him pick his spot to run the football. How about the defense there, swarming to it and not allowing that to happen? Did not let him get downfield.
637.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And this pass broken up. Excellent coverage there on 3rd down, as that was not an easy one to hold on to. Carlson able to put this one through. And the Raiders jump out to a 3-0 advantage. Well, it's not the touchdown that they wanted, CD, but still, they got to be pretty happy here. You steal the ball away from them on their opening possession, and you turn that into the early 3-0 lead.
Yeah, you painted the picture perfectly there. All the things that have gone on, and the important thing, other than the lead, of course, is as you described, both sides of the ball now have some momentum.
Ready?
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And they'll be looking to make amends for that first drive, which came to a rather abrupt end.
Certainly did, and I remember going back to my notes before this game, and a lot of times when I scout a guy, I have a little section about how does he handle adversity. And in this case, a big check mark. He may have thrown the first interception, but I don't think he's going to throw very many more.
A big play there on the catch and run. 69 yards.
Well, partner, I'm not sure how this drive's going to end, but how about the way they flip field position there? A nice attacking play that picked up a heck of a chunk of yardage.
Well, that didn't take long. One play, and we're already looking at a first and goal situation. In the middle they go. Funk. And he's going going to take this one in for a Rams touchdown. Jake Funk, his 7th rushing touchdown on the year. And the Rams have answered that early field goal to take a first-quarter lead. Extra point by Gay is up and good. And that makes it a 7-3 lead. After the touchdown, it's Gay to kick this one away. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As mentioned, this one of the hottest teams in the NFL, riding that winning streak into this one. But now playing here on Thursday night, do you think that this helps or hurts their momentum?
Well, ordinarily, I'd say it hurts the momentum because now you get that short week. But when a team's playing as well as they are, it actually allows them to down focus and only worry about themselves and less about their opponent. So when you're playing well, you just worry about the things you're doing well and let the opponent deal with that.
No gain on the play. It'll be second down.
Right down.
And, CD, you look at this defense, what kind of pressure are they under trying to stop a team that is games in a row?
Well, to me, it makes their job harder because you know you're going up against an offense that's playing at an elite level, and sometimes you can get too caught up in trying to play the perfect game. You're trying to be too precise, too fine, instead of just letting it rip. And I think that's more of a priority than trying to be absolutely perfect.
Throwing now is Carr. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down. So on 4th down, here's A.J. Cole to punt for the Raiders. They only punted twice in the win last week as he gets this one away. This field right at... Oh, and this is going to wind up a safety.
The goal here is about getting any kind of positive yardage in this spot because you don't care who, you don't care how. You just want to try and buy a little space and get away from your own end zone. But in this spot, the defense was all over that play and equally motivated to stick them with a safety.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. They've shown precious little here offensively thus far as they try again with a first down. Brown is Jacobs to start the drive. And he'll take this ahead for about 4. Second down coming up.
Nice chunky yards on first down. It really opens up your options for what you want to do on second. You go right back to him and hope he explodes, or sucker the defense in before throwing over the top.
From the 40 now on second down. Cole, rush coming, and he's taken down. Multiple players combined for their team's first sack of the game. Let's see here, Charles. He was sacked 6 times last week. Now first quarter sack. What's going on in his mind?
Well, he's thinking to himself, 5 offensive linemen. I got sacked 6 times last week. I start thinking about keeping extra people in. Tight end stays in. If I have a fullback or the running back, they stay in. They only block. Maybe not as many receivers in a pattern. Anything to try and slow down that pass rush.
Boy, a nice play there as they wind up converting on 3rd and 15. Here's Jacobs on 1st and 10. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. Second down.
Well, that's just a pile of bodies there, and that's when you kind of find out who's a tough guy, right? Who can stand up and make a play. It was only a 3-yard run, but for both sides, they had to walk away from that field. Okay, I can stand up when the going gets tough in here.
And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up. He was able to escape momentarily in the backfield, but you could just kind of tell that wasn't going anywhere.
You know, in the film session, he'll get a minus for not getting him on the ground by himself. But what the coach is really going to analyze, how fast did his teammates get there to help him? If one guy slows him up, everyone else better be there, and that's what they get on that play.
You're mine.
From the gun now on 3rd down, Carr. And he'll only get this to about the 44 as they stop him short of the line to gain. On fourth down, A.J. Cole comes on to punt. And this is going to hit the goal line and continue on into the end zone for a touchback.
Here we go. Here we
Set to
go.
begin their next drive, the Rams offense
Check
at
match.
the line.
Check match.
And listen, these Thursday night games, they're tough on the body. They just played on Sunday, 72 hours later. Hey, it's game day again, but I have to think a Thursday night game in September much more preferable than a Thursday nighter in December, no?
Well, there's no doubt about it. You mentioned how tough it is on the body. How about the mind? Already tired, fatigued, right? Trying to battle for playoff spots. And here you have the quick turnaround. Now, the flip side is, if you take care of business, win that Thursday nighter, you go into a mini open week. Gives you a few extra days to heal up the body and the mind before you play your next game.
Here we go.
Tough spot for Kaiser. The sack, and now it's 3rd and long. From the shotgun, it's Kaiser. And unable to connect. Incomplete. I'll give them credit. They took their shot, but it's going to bring up 4th down. 4th down, so on is the punter, Riley Dixon. Hunter Renfro deep to return for the Raiders. Fielded at the 43. Yeah, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Good blocking there, nearly sprung him. As it is, it'll go as a 19-yard return. And the Raiders will have a short field to work with as they take over. Carr going to give it to Jacobs. It's a 6-yard gain on the ground, and that'll make it 2nd and 4.
A quick burst there, and he nicely bit off a pretty decent gain.
6 yards on that last play. Here's 2nd and 4.
29.
They'll stay on the ground with Jacobs. And they'll be inside the 25 now at the 24. An entertaining start to this one. More to come on EA Sports.
Let's go. Let's go, Cabo. Come on. 93.
On 1st down, Carr. And this one almost intercepted. Had a chance to come down with it in the end zone, but could not hang on.
Quarterbacking 101. Never force the ball into double coverage, especially not this close to the goal line. The windows are so tight, you just don't want to force it in there because it could be tipped up and picked off.
What now?
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10.
694.
Counter play with Jacobs. They get him to the ground right on the cusp of the red zone after a pickup of 5 or 6.
That 2nd down play call was not to pick up the 1st down. It was to accomplish what they did to get him into a manageable 3rd down because they had incompletion on 1st down, so they were behind the sticks, so to speak. They needed to make up some ground, and they did.
To throw is Carr. And he's got Renfro in the end zone. Touchdown Raiders. A great effort there. His 4th touchdown on the year. And the Raiders are able to move back in front. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 5.
Raiders 12, Rams 7.
On as the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no return on this one as the fair catch is signaled for and taken.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own.
Ready.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line.
Ready.
Victory over the weekend, but now the quick turnaround for this Thursday night game. How does that affect how teams like this approach these short turnarounds?
Well, wins and losses always factor into, how you're getting ready for the next game. But equally as important when you have the short turnaround, what is your injury situation? Are you losing key guys? And if so, how well have the backups prepared for this? Because you don't have much time to get them ready. They have to be ready before this week in order to play well in this game.
Big Andrew Billings there on the stop. Well, the Rams at 7-5 now on the year. And they were winners their last time out, so they'll be looking to make it 2 in a row.
And so much about football, partner, comes down to mindset. Being in the right frame of mind, and the best way to get in that good frame of mind, winning. So they come in feeling good. They've got the home crowd behind them. I think they're going to be tough to beat in this one.
And he's going to have another first down as the tackle comes at the Raiders' 41-yard line.
Hurry, 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 go check, go check.
Handoff up the middle. Funk, and not able to break away this time as they're going to stop him right around the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Another example right there how this defense really is winning the entire game at the point of attack.
Yeah, right there, the line of scrimmage, they're dominating it. Their interior guys, they get upfield and spill into the backfield. So how are you going to combat that? Because they bring in your tight end, keep him in. Your running backs, they have to step forward.
Let's go now.
Your offensive line has to block them first to give yourself a chance.
On 3rd down, Kaiser. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
And what did we talk with them about prior to the game? Their ability to move the chains, pick up first downs. So far, 0 for 3 on 3rd down. If that continues, they'll have little chance of winning this one.
Gay's kick is good, and that will cut the lead down to just 2. Charles, even as long field goals become more and more common, this is still very rarefied air. Only just over 20 field goals have been kicked from 60 yards or further, and you can add his name to the list now.
And as calm as he tried to present himself, there's no doubt there were some nerves as he lined up to attempt that kick. But once the ball was snapped, he just swept the leg and boom, over the crossbar.
And we will not see a run back here from Harris.
At their own 25-yard line.
The Raider offense set to get this drive started. As the offense begins to drive here, pretty simple, Charles. They want to carbon copy what happened the last time out when they ended their drive in the end zone.
You're right about that, partner. Sounds pretty simple, doesn't it? Just score again, but we know it's not that simple because we don't just make adjustments at halftime. If you're a good football team, you spend that time on the sideline, you study what's on the notes and the tablets, and you make those adjustments to prevent a repeat of the last drive. Series to series, the best teams, that's how they get it done.
And we'll find out here soon enough whether those adjustments are enough defensively. 23 yards the pickup there. So from Rams territory now, it's 1st and 10 at the 49-yard line. They will run the draw with Jacobs. And not a whole lot of room to operate there on the first down run. He gets maybe 3.
I do know from experience that when you slow down someone's running game, you're now doing the dictating on defense. And guess what? Now you're getting ready to tee off on their quarterback because they have to throw it all the time. But you still have to be alert for the draws and other plays of that nature and make sure you don't get hurt.
Play action. It's Carr. Looking deep for Adams. And that's going to be incomplete. Good effort there trying to take a shot, but it's 3rd down.
Everyone's eyes go to him when he nears the end zone, and that includes the coverage, who took away the easy throwing lanes and forced a high throw.
The offense on 3rd down tonight, 2 for 5 to this point. This is 3rd and 7. Carr. That's into a crowd and intercepted. Tanner Rapp with a pick. And the Raiders are going to take over here up near the 40. Wait a second, they declined the penalty?
I'm as puzzled as you are, partner. I don't understand how anytime you lose possession of the ball, you turn down a penalty that will give you possession back. Now, let's make this simple. Anyone who plays the game, take the Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run. It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
Kaiser's throw, it's complete into the hands of Higbee. A gain of 3 last play. This time they double it and pick up 6. That's a staple of this offense. Drag route to the tight end.
Yeah, he's unable to use his size to break up much more yardage after the catch, but still an effective gain nonetheless.
Hurt! Right there, hurt! 18 Cardinal, 18 Cardinal! Ready?
On 3rd and 1, here's Kaiser. Being chased out left. And that's going to be incomplete. The contact there enough to jar that ball free, and it brings up 4th down.
Well, they came up with points in their first 2 possessions, but it looks like they'll come up empty here on their 3rd drive. The defense finally starting to get locked into them a little bit. Might have to go a little bit deeper into their playbook on their next possession.
Riley Dixon now to punt it away. And now on 4th and 1, it's a fake. And this is incomplete. A huge gamble, and it does not pay off. They fake the punt. It doesn't work out. And the Raiders with the football now in excellent field position.
93.
Trying to shake off the interception. He'll look to throw. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
They certainly thought he had an open look beyond the first down marker to his receiver. They just couldn't connect, and that was sending them back to the drawing board.
We're good.
On 2nd down, Jacobs. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stopped that one behind the line of scrimmage.
And he is going to have the Raiders first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
16 yards.
I think everyone in the stadium saw that big hit coming.
And I, as a former defensive back, have to admit I'm a little disappointed. He actually was able to hold on to the ball. He brought the lumber on that play. Give my man a whole lot of credit for taking the hit and possessing the football.
And picking up the first down. 2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. From the 34 now, here's 1st and 10. Running straight ahead is Jacobs. And he's going to take this ahead for right around 3 yards, but no more than that. 2nd down.
Not a huge carry there on 1st down, but not all of them will be. But still, all in all, a positive play for the offense. It's all about picking up at least a few to set up what you're going to do here on 2nd down.
From the 31, Carr. And it's complete to Adams. And this is going to be another first down as the tackle's going to be made at the Rams 17. Jacobs going to try the middle. And he is going to lose yardage here. He'll lose a yard there, and it's 2nd and 11.
And that's exactly what offenses try to avoid by using motion and throwing different formations up. They hate when he can draw a beat on the play, get a running start, and make a big play behind the line of scrimmage as he did just there.
On 2nd and 11 now. Carr. And he's going to go down. He's sacked back at the 24. Call it a loss of 5, a big sack to bring up 3rd down.
If we go back to the last series, remember, their coverage allowed them to get a turnover in the last drive, a takeaway, and that helped contribute to a sack on this one. I think maybe this quarterback's a little bit hesitant. Last time he turned it over, now he sees the zone coverage, a little bit slow to get rid of the football.
Now, meanwhile, a pass that should have been intercepted, but it winds up falling incomplete.
Daniel Carlson for the Raiders getting a 41-yard attempt.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that's going to up the lead to 15-10. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number one. Field goal you'll take. Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
Ted! 60 Bison! 60 Bison! Ready?
They're just going to run it here up the middle. So we've come to halftime in a 5-point game. As we send you to Orlando to check in with Jonathan Coachman at our EA Sports Halftime Report. Coach? And we welcome you back live now inside the booth alongside Charles Davis. I'm Brandon Garden, set and ready to rock for the third quarter. The Raiders with the lead already, and they will get the football here as the second half is now underway. No return there for Harris, and the drive will begin at the 25. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And they've got the lead. So what do you think the message was at halftime?
I don't think the message was too drastic, I think, at the half, or that they need to change things too much. I do think the offensive line can play a little bit better. And I think they'll try and help them out more. They'll probably keep a tight end in a few more times and maybe add running back to the formation and pick up those pass rushers because they probably allowed a few too many sacks for comfort in the first half.
Rolling to his left. Toward the sideline, and look at that catch. Dragging the toes, and that's going to be a first down. Well done. He goes for 18 there as the drive will continue.
And as a quarterback, you always want to exploit gaps in the defense, and he finds one here. Crossing route, working from right to left across the field. And once you get defenses going in the wrong direction, it is awfully hard for them to pivot back, and you end up getting the first down.
54 yards rushing for him now to this point.
They've created a nice sustained drive off of plays like that. A nice strong run there that keeps them advancing the ball.
The last run got 6. Now 2nd and 4. Once again, it's Jacobs. And he'll go down at the 28. 4 yards the pickup, first down.
Well, you certainly have to give them a little credit here because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Now a throw to the end zone on first down, but it winds up incomplete.
Well, a momentary speed bump there with throw partners. The defense had other ideas, and they're trying to mount a small stand before this drive reaches the end zone.
Here's Jacobs from the gun. 4 yards the gain, and it'll bring up a third down.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually it comes back on its heels.
A throw there, but that's going to wind up incomplete.
And those two just have been in sync thus far. They've done a nice job against him, but still, with his talent, you would expect him to have more completions to him in this game.
The kick by Carlson is good, and that'll push the lead up to 8. Well, looking at it from a defensive perspective, that keeps the deficit very, very manageable. You know, all things considered, not a bad job on the defensive side.
I would say that you pointed out something pretty good right there, and that is you actually have both sides happy with that exchange. You know, happy in quotes, of course. One team, hey, we kept it within range. The other side saying, hey, we put points on the board and did stretch out the lead. Let's see how this one turns out.
Yeah, still bottom line, though, 3 points for the opening drive of the third quarter. Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And their deficit a little wider now than it was at halftime following the field goal a moment ago.
But the goal is still the same because you know they want to come out, establish a rhythm in the second half, and get going.
Here we go!
No mistake about it, though. Kicking field goals, not in their game plan. They need to get the ball in the end zone.
The throw over the middle taken in. They'll wind up getting just a yard, and it brings up 3rd and 5 now.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
Man Cup. He's got it. And he'll be taken down, but not before they work it across midfield. That's what we're used to seeing from him right there. Plays like that, why he's number 4 in the league in terms of receiving yards.
Able to make adjustments along the way. It doesn't matter where he lines up, where he releases from. Working his way into the secondary, figures out defenses and finds weak spots in order to get open.
3 yards on the pickup there, and it'll be second down. Kaiser now. He'll get this one to Cup, complete. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line.
It's a game of matchups, and that's why you take your receivers and move them around a bunch, especially your best guys. And when they work out of the slot, you often hear the coaches talk about how great it is because it gives you a two-way go. You can break out or you can break in. It makes it hard to defend.
And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
You get the sense that they're saying we're not playing up to what we're capable of, and we're deep enough into the game that the early jitters are long gone, that they should now have some sense of continuity and be able to make some of these plays that they have not been doing so far.
Now Kaiser on 4th down. And he's brought down. Can't do anything with a football. It's a sack and a turnover on downs. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And this defense will take over right at midfield. They'll go right here with Jacobs. And the second wave of tacklers is going to get him as they stop him behind the line. A loss of a full 3 yards, and now it's second down.
That was well played there defensively. 2 tight ends in the formation, which essentially gave him 7 blockers up front. Hard to imagine with all that size and beef that they could let a tackler through. But that's exactly what happened. A loss resulted.
Carr's throw pulled in by Renfro. And they'll get this down to around the 47-yard line. And looks like we've got a dime set here defensively. 6 DBs in the game. Are going to throw. Able to find Waller. That's complete. And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Colton Miller, former first-round pick, called for the penalty there. So following the holding call, what can they do here on 3rd and long? Here's Carr. He'll let it go deep for Beckham. That's caught inside the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on 1st down. They will run out of the gun with Jacobs. And he's brought down.
Well, think of it like you would a typical boxing match. The person is on his heels and absorbing blows is having a tough time. And that's what's happening to the defense right now because the offense is on his toes and punching. And there was another 1st down run right there.
2 big plays in succession. Not sure this D knows what hit him, but now they're going to get rid of that. He's over the line and in for a Raider touchdown. The sneak successful from a yard out, and the Raiders have taken a 2-touchdown lead now. Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead is up to 15 now.
Raiders 25, Rams 10.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. And a fair catch signaled for and taken successfully.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. And last time they were stopped on 4th down. Had a drive stalled out. We'll see how they respond this go-around.
I'm eager to see what their mindset is because moving the ball, feeling good, and then that abrupt stop on 4th down.
Let's go now.
Do they go back to the bench and go, oh,
Time to
we got
line.
something for us? Or do they go to the bench and say, we blew it ourselves. Let's get back out there and move the ball again.
And is it different when you get stopped on 4th versus punt? Is that more motivation for the defense a little more confidence?
I think as a defense, you're so excited with a fourth down stop. Making them punt, that's your goal anyway. But a fourth down stop, that's almost a sign of disrespect that they went for it in the first place. And when you get that, you feel great about yourselves.
Buffalo 18!
From the 44, Kaiser. That'll be caught by Cup. And they'll get him down on the other side of midfield.
Complete to Cooper Kupp. Brings up third down.
This offense in desperate need of a conversion as they come up on third down. Again, it's Kaiser. Complete. Jefferson the target. And he is tackled inside the 40, not quite to the 35. 12 yards that time for number 12 as they move the chains. Line of scrimmage, the 37 on 1st and 10. They'll throw here. Kaiser. And he fires one incomplete.
And not a common sight, at least on this drive. A momentary setback, though, for this passing game that has been moving well this series. Good thing for them, though. Still 2 more drives to connect and try and pick up another first down.
To throw once more on 2nd and 10. Kaiser. And this throw incomplete. Well, the defender all over him that time, and it's going to lead to 3rd down.
He did a fine job of not hitting him before the ball arrived, and I've got to tell you, you can often mistime that play because of the angles of approach. When you're going to get it, sometimes you panic as well and think, I've got to be there right now. Instead, in this case, timed it perfectly and knocked it free.
Well, how about the coverage we just saw him break out on 3rd down? Dime defense, blanketed the field with extra defensive backs and speed, unable to find an open hole and make that pass.
And Gay knocks this one through. And they're hanging around here as the lead's down to 12. These kickers now, it's like we take them for granted. Kicks like that used to be such a big deal, and now you just expect them to make it.
Yeah, you're exactly right, and we shouldn't take them for granted. I have a theory about it. Want to hear it?
Yep.
They are more athletic now than ever before. Talk about kickers. Trace their backgrounds, trace their histories. You'll find that they were big-time athletes all along, but their kicking was so prevalent that we made them specialists.
Well, and now those 50-plus yarders seem easy for some reason. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. The offense coming back out here. Plenty of energy. Looking to just add to what they have been doing after scoring a touchdown, Charles, their last time out.
And that's a great feeling to have on the sideline, partner, knowing you just won the battle against the opposing defense. And since they came off the field, I'll guarantee you all they want to do is get back out there because they know they have the upper hand on that defense right now.
1 quarter remains here in this Thursday night matchup. You are watching the NFL on EA Sports. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the first down run goes backwards.
It's rush! It's rush!
Now Carr. Got a man open. It's Darren Waller. And he'll be upended here after a pickup of 3, getting it out to the 25.
Hey, let's face it, you can put any Halloween costume on him. You're not going to be able to disguise him because for a tight end of his size, difficult to sneak him anywhere, but that's what they tried to do. Lined up on his right, trying to work his way back to his left. But just a minimal gain as the defense was able to react quickly.
Throwing his car on 3rd down. And intercepted. Maybe the turning point they need. And the Rams are going to take possession of the football. That's now a 2nd interception.
Here we go.
From his linebacker position.
And think about all the different techniques he has. Is he spot dropping because it's zone? Is he picking up man-to-man? Is he having to run with a running back or a tight end? In any event, great eyes, head on a swivel. And
Ready.
Versatility and showing those hands. On 2nd and 11 now. Kaiser got a man and he hits him in stride. And he's taken down at the 7 after a gain of 7.
It's a gain of 7.
Here we go.
The Rams on 3rd down. They've struggled to the tune of 2 for 8 so far. This is 3rd and 4.
to avoid the taunting rule, but I'll guarantee he quietly has told them, you might want to stop coming after me downfield because I just broke up another pass and took away a big shot that you were trying to succeed with.
Cup 19! Cup Mustang 19!
Fourth down, Kaiser, desperation time. And they hit him as he throws, as this one's going to go straight down to the turf. Incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on fourth down. And the Raider D, they get the football back. They'll begin on the ground with Jacobs. And he is going to be stopped cold behind the line of scrimmage. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the fourth quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, pass blitz, you're trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? You just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence and playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
Now the throw on third down, knocked away and incomplete. Critical play in this football game, because if they pick up the first there, that clock keeps rolling.
Has to be a little frustrating for them because they know that if they pick up a first down there and continue to eat away at the clock, really increases their chances of closing this one out. Now they're likely going to have to give the football up and sweat it out on the sideline.
They'll call it a punt of 44 yards. The return was for 7. And the Rams will go on offense here with a 1st and 10.
Let's go!
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. Their defense was able to force the punt. That's the good news. But this is still a 2-score game, and they need points on this drive and in a relatively quick manner.
I do have to admit, I like it when it all comes together. When the top part, catching the football, right, whether you're catching it with your hands or handling it, comes together with the legs, in this case, the feet, doing a little toe tap to stay in bounds and complete the catch.
And a great job by our crew on the camera shot. Love when you see the grass or on the field turf, those rubber pellets flying up. Great catch. So the incomplete pass on the last play, and that leads us to a 3rd and 3. Here's Kaiser. Trying to find Cup, but it's intercepted. Picked off by Jayon Brown. And the Raiders are going to take possession of the football. If they had designs of kind of wiggling their way back into this one, that hurts their chances right there.
They had to put it mildly, but look at the lead, look at the deficit, trying to make a play downfield. Everyone seeking to be somewhat the hero. Didn't turn out that way at all, and you're exactly right. It's going to take a lot for them to have a chance to win this one now.
Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
1-yard gain brings up 2nd and 9.
One, later one!
The Raiders going to use one of their timeouts. It's just their first. They'll be down to 2 remaining as we step aside here in the fourth quarter. Second down, James once more. And he'll be stopped after a gain of only a couple down to the 15-yard line.
You know that old expression, it's not my night? It hasn't been his so far. I don't know if the legs are a little bit heavy. Sometimes having to hang out all day and play doesn't exactly play to your advantage, but it's been a tough day for him.
And every time he looks up, somebody's there defensively. That was the same case on that play.
It's one play at a time, baby. Let's focus in on what we're doing.
Down here comes Jacobs. And he is going to lose yardage here. A loss of a yard, and it brings up 4th. So Carr will depart, and on comes the Raider kicker, Daniel Carlson, for the field goal try. A 33-yarder from the left hash. So they settle for just the 3, but clearly right now anything helps trying to salt this one away in the 4th.
Without a doubt, obviously a touchdown probably would have been the final nail to finish this thing off, but they still ate up time, got points. So while it's not mission accomplished, it's darn close.
The Rams take over 1st and 10 at their own 25-yard line.
Let's go now.
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense at the line. So now, Charles, this drive may be a touch more important, trying to erase the memory of that interception they had the last time out.
Yeah, and everyone goes through this because even the best in the game, you're going to have games where it just doesn't go right for you, and interceptions result. So, frankly, it's all about how you respond, not just the types of plays that you have, but how you carry yourself, how you show your team that you're still in it, and how you continue to lead.
Liking 18.
17-yard line.
Now on 3rd and long, they'll look to throw. And it's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
When you're leading in the final quarter, your radar has to be up for any potential deep shots. And probably not the last one they're going to see in this game, not as long as they hold this lead.
17. Check it. Ready.
4th down, Kaiser. He's going to try and go deep again. And he overshot him there. It's out of bounds, incomplete. No luck for the Rams as they fail here on 4th down. And boy, possession here turns over with the football already being in the red zone. And they will take a knee here. 2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. And they take a knee. The Rams going to go ahead and use the first of their timeouts. That'll leave them with 2 remaining. We'll be back after this. This is a big 3rd down, and you'd have to think we'd see a timeout right away if they can't stop them here.
29.
Now Carr. And this is caught. Touchdown, Raiders. Odell Beckham. An 18-yard touchdown grab. And the Raiders add on to their lead, and it's looking like that win streak is going to extend another week.
The kick is
Extra point by Carlson, up and good. And the lead opens up now to 22 points.
13.
On is the Raider kickoff unit now as they will send this one away. And no thought to bring this one out. He'll just go down to a knee, and they'll take over at the 25.
Ready,
Set to begin their next drive, the Rams offense.
19 Tiger, 19 Tiger.
This game went off the rails early for them and never really got back on track. And Kaiser hit, and he lost the football. And the Raiders pick it up. And fantastic field position has them just outside the 10 at the 11-yard line in the red zone. And I don't know that that fumble is going to matter a whole lot. You look at the deficit here in the 4th. It doesn't matter. And now before the ball changes hands, they're going to take a look at this just to make sure that they have it right. So that one overturned. They say the knee was down, and that will not be ruled a fumble. Throwing on 2nd and long. Kaiser. A good pickup there. 18 yards as they get closer for 3rd down. Coming up here on 3 yards to pick up the first. Throw left side going to be taken in by Harris. Now the Rams will signal for a timeout, their 2nd, as they get it with under a minute to go now in the football game.
Here we go, here we go.
Time in college football, where receivers weren't running the
70.
traditional NFL route tree. One thing they did learn, in open areas, find soft spots, and set up and catch the ball. And I think we just saw that there.
Yeah, we saw that indeed, picking up the first. Now the offense will burn their 3rd and final timeout as they get the stoppage with just under 50 seconds remaining in the 4th.
60.
From the 45 on 2nd down. Kaiser. And he's got his man in stride, complete. And he's going to
Here we
have
go.
another first down as attack comes at the Raiders 40. To throw, Kaiser. Throwing left side, it's complete. And he's going to be taken down at the 28-yard line.
12 more yards.
Ready? Trap 60, trap 60.
One final shot for Kaiser. And that will be incomplete. As time has run out on this football game. So this one a victory for the Las Vegas Raiders. And it was their defense that led the way, allowing just 3 points in the second half.
Remember the old adage, offense sells tickets, defense does what?
Wins championships.
And in this game, maybe a championship wasn't won, but a game was by the defense, right? Held up to just a field goal. That's a heck of a job. I mean, when they went out there with that determination and a pretty good game plan, pretty good idea what they wanted to accomplish, just love the execution, love the tenacity, love the way they finished.
So for Las Vegas, they move back over 500 at 7-6. And they'll get a few days to savor this one before they take on the New England Patriots. Meanwhile, for L.A., they can ill afford to drop too many more as they fall to 7-6 on the year. And they'll try to get back to their winning ways next week as they head to Lambeau to take on the Packers.
You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Yeah, I jump out the booth. Then I might hop through the roof. Count on the rings. My team is the truth, but they some liars to you. And they never sing, but they always shoot. And all of their diamonds are new. And that's why I'm here with villain, cause I really get it. And I need all my honeys in blue. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. Make a choice. I need 100 pack for my boys. Deep be hating and talking and hating. I bet you I kill the noise. I've been a man like I'm Peyton. I boost up my rating. You know how I play with toys. Pop out on any occasion, get standing ovations. They can't help it but rejoice. They all wanna follow me, cause I got my foot on the opposition neck and ain't no apologies. 100 yards, you know I own all the property. Daddy's home, you know I own all the property. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You like the top or you just like to lose. Make a move. Been at the bottom, I got the proof. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose. You gotta choose.
Boys make major moves, still the same ones that I came with. Up in a payment, told you we nothing to play with. Guess some things unchangeable. Me and my thirst insatiable. Till we all big time. Face on my rollie on big time. Facing my goals, that's a big climb. Still my flow is unshakable. Run it up, I cannot quit it. I need it, I ain't where I wanna be. I can admit it. Never submitting, I'm fighting my darkest of thoughts. I am a force. I harbor the light that's inside of my heart. I write in my art and give you my story. You the witness. I came on a mission to give you my pain and give you my glory. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining. Nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears. But I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. overcame all the odds. I ain't been playing it safe, nah. I was just giving my all. I'm taking it there. Hop in the Wraith and we lay in the stars. I made it happen to boss, yeah. I was just playing my cards. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. I'm taking it there. It's gonna be a riot, doubt me it's quiet. I got the can of gas, I'm about to ignite. I am driven, I won't ever get tired, cause I've been left behind, I have to get right. Waiting on the sign, now I just wait on myself. Got nothing weighing on the mind. One thing I learned after all this time, that mountain you carry meant for you to climb. All this time, I'm on the grind. Oh, I'm shining, nothing can stop me. All these years, blood, sweat, and tears, but I'm still here. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up, run it up. Nothing can stop me. Nothing can stop me.
I just scraped it off the top, cut it out the road, out the dirt, out the block. It was already sold, out of work by 10 o'clock. Too deep in the streets, felt that baby, that meant a lot. Whenever I come, do what I gotta do. I'm moving with a two, I paid it at the book.
Yeah, tell me what I gotta do. Pull up in a bucket crew, one for me and one for you. Yeah, like with the roof. I'm off the chain, don't cut me loose. Yeah, I'm off the chain, I'm off the noose. Yeah, getting picked off Bentley white like cotton. Residential so good, my doors